Hello, happy Tuesday night. How are you guys? Hi. So go Jays go. I am wondering if anyone will tune in or if everybody's busy watching the Jays game. So it's pretty exciting. I definitely know there's a couple people who will not be joining me tonight. All right. I'm Lori LaRose. I have Access Stamping here from Canada. I'm in central Alberta. I'm in central Alberta. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 23 years. I'm just celebrating this week my 23rd year anniversary of joining. Coincidentally, or whatever way you'd say it, but you also could join right now, and 23 years from now you could be saying the same thing. There is a fabulous join special, so if you have your eye on a few things to get going with Christmas, and including, there's also a fabulous up to 30% off kits. If you like to take kits along with you, or have some friends that you'd like to get together and do a little kit party or something, the kits are on sale right now, and you can use the kits as part of your sign up as well. So that's kind of cool. Hi, Vicki. So $48 gets you $165 worth of stuff, minus the shipping. So you're not even paying for the 136 is probably about $15 or $16 of shipping that you're also saving. So did I just say 135? $165. So yeah, what is that? For goodness sakes, times 11%. Oh, for goodness sakes, times 11%. $18 more. So you got really good value. I'm going to pop you down. Around here, we use a lot of old stuff. I have been stamping for 23 years, and I have a lot of old stuff. I don't get rid of everything because I like it too much. So I am going to refresh this guy. I could do that actually in a nanosecond when I put this down. I was making the cards yesterday, and I changed the color of one of the sweaters. Hi, Keisha. Oh, that's not going to work. Hold on a second. Sorry, you guys. Ay. Here we go. All right. There we are. Pull it up a little bit. So yesterday I was working with the sweater from Stay Warm. Love the set. I think it's sort of kind of a wintry one, but definitely when you color this a softer color, it can certainly become a very fall-like one. I want to finish this one off, but it was just a little bit too much. It was just a little bit too much. So I found that the blue was a little softer. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. I punched out an old, why I say we use old stuff. Oh, I was going to put this on here. I'm running it over. My chair doesn't want to fold forward because it's like, hello, Lori. Yeah, this would be nice on here. Nice. Give or take. Okay, so that was the original one. I want to, definitely against the gold, the crushed curry, it wasn't working at all. And so I was trying to work on that yesterday a little tiny bit more before I went away from my thing. So today, I'll tell you, I'll figure out what the heck I'm making, and then I'll tell you stories about today. But yeah, so I need yet to make one more card. In the meantime, I was kind of thinking, I was trying to fight with this yesterday, and I still don't think those go together. But from that set, my cuckoo is way behind. You guys are lucky I'm here as early as I am. Autumn Goodness. A couple years ago, not too very many long ago, I did color my little pumpkin, so I've got something ready to make a whole nother card. And then this guy here. And I just was in the midst of putting this together. I don't think it can go on that guy. Oh, you know what? I totally was going to bring in. Oh, that's much nicer. Interesting. Green and green, right? And I also found that I liked this guy on this green better too. So you're going to see 3 cards coming out pretty soon. A little trio of working with between all these sets. But anyway, so that's my little tiny bit of a world. Used a leaf shape for a sentiment. Love doing that if you have an opportunity. Would like to have found a pumpkin to put at the base there that I could have I gave up looking, basically. It wasn't that I would never have found it. And then I'm thinking this lovely guy could go nicely over here as well. So I'll work on those couple cards and we'll go with that. Now today, I was out golfing. What do I want to play with today? Do you guys have thoughts? From that same, what is this called again? Stay Warm. I stamped my background and created a cute little card. Same leaf as the sentiment. I actually stamped the sweater and cut out a leaf to make a quilted type of a sweater. I don't know what I want to do today, you girls. And I have a little cough, evidently. You know what? Did I get this going? Am I in here? I am. Hello, hello. Thanks, Vicky. They're kind of fun. So we definitely are down a couple people. I know for a fact. My husband's busy watching, and I kind of tore myself away as well. The Jay's game. You know what? I am a sucker for this cup. I'm going to stamp a couple more of these guys. I just really like this. The set is on the last chance. So I would say grab it quick. The pumpkin pie is always a good idea. And at this time of year here in Canada, we're coming up rapidly to our Thanksgiving. If you were taking a bottle of wine, you could make a nice tag, a wine tag, and have a little pumpkin pie hanging off your end of your wine tag. All right, so let's do this thing. Let's stamp it. I am desperately in need of finding my black ink pad. I don't know where it is. So I was out today with my husband fencing, reverse fencing, deconstructing some fencing actually, and pulling the poles out. That was not an easy feat. So we would drive forward, and if this was the, oh, that's too pokey. I don't even know if this is the pole. We'd come along, we'd push the pole, but not very much because otherwise it'd break. And then we'd put a chain around it. That wouldn't work. Push it. It was so crazy. I'm directing traffic, and with my finger, not with fingers though, but I was literally with my arms, I was like, up, down, up, grab it, up, ooh, ah, ooh, ee. How many times I wanted to just go over and do it. Hey, I just remembering that I want to stamp on here. Do you guys, some of you might have seen me and remember. I'm going to do this pumpkin pie color. That was totally where I was coming in with this. I wonder if oh, it's this one right here, actually. When I was making this card, that is stamped straight on above it. Like, so cool. Looks like it's behind it. How did that happen? Oh, I love it. And I'm going to do that again right now. So watch for it here in a few seconds. How's that for, like, teasing you? All right. So we'll color in with our lovely blends. You could get a lot of blends with that new sign up idea, eh? 165 divided by, yeah, you could get a few blends. So if you are in need of some blends, not a bad idea. I would love for you to be part of my team. We are not a crazy team, but I like the idea that you can do what you want within my team. I also believe that I am capable of helping you if you want this to be a big business. I can help you get there. I have earned a couple of the trips, so I know what it takes. And I know that less than 1% of the people do earn it. And I believe more people should earn it. I think that if I can earn it, trust me, I can help you earn it. Yeah, it is doable if I can do it. It doesn't actually take 20 years to get there. Trust me. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to stamp some of those too. Oh, I need to move that so I can see clearly. One huge plus of joining my team is that, you become part of a sisterhood, and there is some 16 of us, and we have a 4 times a year, 3 times a year, we get together and we stamp and we teach you all so many neat ideas. And I think you'd be, oh, this is a little bit over. Ah, but it looks pretty good. A little bit lopsided, but that's okay. Just as I was stamping it down, does anybody else do that? Just as you're about to place the stamp down, you get a little yip. So I'm busy about to stamp, and all of a sudden, instead of stamping right like that, it's like, whoop, drives me kind of crazy, but I think it'll work out fine. So now I need to have some scissors. My poor little fingernails, I need to pull off. So just FYI, in case you're looking, they're totally chipping and stuff, but 4 of them have, 4 on each hand have the light pink. Sunday, I think it's called. I feel like it's got a, what is this called? Seaside Sunday. I knew that there was a coast in there somehow or another. But I love the chocolate ooh la la. And so I will be putting that on eventually here. But I just thought, oh, that could be my feature one on that finger. But it's not quite a feature. It's like a standout because it's so dark comparatively. Possibly if the other ones were at least fresh and done, maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would be more of a feature. So yeah, Carrie and I were busy like crazy pulling up. So then he would pull up the post out of the ground, and I would unchain it and carry the post over to throw it into the back of the truck. It was hard work. Then I went golfing. So fun. Okay, that's super cute. I love this. Love, love, love this set. Love this words. Look at, we're going to get this together. I did find my crushed curry, so I'm going to stamp a couple crushed curries with this set. I'm going to get a couple more leaves in here. Is this big enough? It is. Wahoo! Okay. Yeah, I would love for you to join the team. I can help you choose what you should pick. You get to choose also from the online exclusives that are happening right now. There is a pre-order currently going on. And all right, I'm going to stamp this. It'll be a little bit crazy because it's off the paper. But in reality, lots of times things are tucked anyway, so that's okay. And part of you is like, Lori, what are you doing? Well, I'm losing my brain, actually, because I'm going to pull these guys in from over here and be like, haha, by the magic of television, there's those two. Okay, so, and this is an old die. If you are half looking at this and being like, what? An old stamp set that has fabulous stitched dies. There is a stitched one right now that you can also, but the stitching is more to actually literally sew. All right. So maybe I can use this card still from the other day. Maybe this will work finally. So when I went to stamp the other day, this is a bit of a serendipity example of that, is so to speak. I went to stamp the Autumn Wishes to be kind of a subtle just down at the bottom, even though I had some other words, but it was not dark enough. And so I was like, oh, let's just make this whole thing like crazy. So it's kind of cool. 2 things that can happen when you make a bit of a mess. A, I do think that I might be able to use this even right now. B, you can fold it to the inside. And by the time you then line that with a white piece of paper, it'll be, so long as it's an autumn, I will say it has to be an autumn card still. But by the time I put in a piece of paper, pretend this is it. That's a little bit too big. How big is this one? Ugh, all of these pieces are too big. This one's okay. If there wasn't a hole in it. Do you know what I mean? Just about all of it's closed. So you can see an A, so it's a little bit, but at least like whichever. So you can totally just get rid of it if you want. But mostly I think we still might be able to play with it. So let's see. Ooh, my sleeves are very long. Had a walk first thing this morning with a friend. Okay, so this will work. This is going to work, actually. I just need to have a big circle in behind here. So, and I think I would like it to be a color. So let me just go and find, I think I'm going to try and have it be, because I love Cajun craze. You know what? Let's see if that's going to work before I even cut anything out. Let's see if just even, I think I'd like it to be a circle. But let's see if even this square just works. Rectangle, rather. So I think it does work. I just think it would be better if it was a circle. So let me bring in this guy. Ooh, I am tired though, I guess. I'm yawning. Can you hear me? Yawning. All right, circle me, Lori. One of the circle sets that's still available. I think I need the big one. Maybe this is too big. Hold on a second. You get to see a little hack if you haven't seen it or haven't been reminded of it for a little while. I put them onto a little key ring. I think. Good thing I'm right here. I saw that happen immediately. Sorry about that, you guys. Hopefully that zooms it up. The nice thing about this little hack is that you grab the one that you want, bring it to the top, and it's always at the top. So it's really, really simple to store them. And then I toss these into a drawer, but you could hang them up on a little bit of a hook, kind of an idea as well, I guess. Okay, so cutting this guy out, not from that piece. This piece will work, thankfully. Phew. And then we'll wrap this up. I'm cutting this out, but I am gonna run it through with the embossing folder of those leaves. I really like this leaf set. And yes, I am teasing you with lots of good stuff that we used to have, but that's just a thought that if you like something, you should get it because you can continue to use it forever and ever thereafter. That's what honestly, one of the reasons that I liked this better than, I looked at scrapbooking at one point to do it as a business, and I actually thought, once you use a sticker, then you can never use that sticker again. I didn't like that, can I just tell you? So I like my stamps because you can use them again and again. Look how pretty that is. That almost looks like a penny. Canada hasn't had pennies for how many years has it been, you guys? All right, I'm going to put it a little bit like that. It's probably going to get totally hidden now at this point. It totally looks like a penny. I might not be able to have it because of the edges on it as well, hey? That's so funny. Oh my gosh, so much like a penny. All right, I'll cut out the penny right quick by putting that in there. Now these leaves. And then this, every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from an autumn tree. Love it. What a simple card that is, hey? And I might actually, let's try this one more way. So that was one way for sure. I can maybe like this up here instead. And then let me grab a pop-up there. And then, do we want to have these guys over here? Or one there, one here. Whole thing moved up a bit. And I do have a third. Ooh, and you know what? Hang on a second. Now I'm really... Okay, so that's one idea. Sometimes they're kind of fun just to be floating. Oh, I threw away that bow that I just had. Where'd it go? Here it is. A little bow. So that's kind of pretty. I am really close here. Pull back just a little tiny bit. So that's a kind of a fun idea. From this as well, we could add a couple pieces of greenery. I have one little piece of literally green. You know what? This in a, maybe even in a different color, possibly. That's not bad though. Somewhere I had, in one of the recent cards, right? Oh, I know, it's over here. The gold of that piece. And I'm just thinking that might be really pretty on here. So that's not bad. I don't mind that, actually. Even though it's 2 tones of green, like I think it works. It's garden green and old olive. They go together nicely. I'm wondering if this golden will be beautiful. Like it. That's quite fun, hey? Oh, I really like that. Do you guys like that? I like that. That's pretty as well. I was thinking just now as I was doing this that, oh, I really like that, you guys. And yeah, I was thinking I could probably still have the sweater in behind here somehow or another. This one might actually work. Yeah, no. It's just weird because it doesn't get to be the whole sweater and it doesn't get to be out either. So one last thing, since I'm just monkeying around and otherwise I'll be hanging up, so something like that might almost work. So let's do it over here instead and have it like that. And then, instead of having such a big this, I had this Autumn Wishes in here. And I already was thinking I needed to snip that off, so let's snip it off. So something a little bit like this might work. That's not bad, hey? I don't mind that. What do you guys think of that one? Oh, and then again, we could still bring in a ribbon. And in this case, a blue ribbon also might look kind of pretty and pull that in together. So with these pieces, how would you put it together? That's always a good question. And yeah, that is that's most of the pieces that we could use. With my shiny penny in the background there. Oh, I like it. Anyways, all right. So we could play with this a number of different ways, right? I like it. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm going back to the original. I don't mind this at all. It won't be my final cut for that blue one. I do like this. Every leaf speaks to me. So I'm going to put this back over here. I do want this over top as opposed to not. Oh, sorry, bouncing ya. And then that gives me room to have this guy down here as well. Push this all up. Come on, you guys. Work with me. Get in there. The leaves were very pretty today when we were walking, but they are definitely, instead of just being a bright crush, they are kind of just been brown, like they're dying instead of being alive. It makes us sad. All right, get over here and you get over here. You guys are like, Lori. Okay. One last go. There. Now, bow, work. Perfect. All right, there's my final card. It didn't take really, really long, but like I said, when you've got a couple pieces cut and whatnot, it works out well. If you have questions about what you're seeing here, let me know. Yes, 92% of it's probably old. Circles, I believe the dies are still current. Last chance for the More Than Autumn. And I do highly recommend, as much as you saw me cut this, I do highly recommend getting the dies for this. It's like $19, I think, right now for the dies. And all of the different letters. Beautiful leaves, a donut. I think there's lots of really good pieces to that, especially at the $19. Stamp set still, I think the full price, I'm going to say roughly around $30. And I'm pretty sure this might also be on a last chance. So let's see if that one might be on sale. a little bit of fun, although I can't mail out any happy mail for right away, but if you know where this piece comes from, let me know in the comments below, and you get a shout out that you knew this piece here is that piece. What set does that come from? Which die is it from? Shout it out. If you're watching on replay as well, that would be perfect. All right, there we go. Yahoo! Thank you very much for hanging out with me, you guys. I love seeing your little comments and your faces there. And I will see you most likely Thursday at 10 a.m. I haven't been on the last couple Thursdays. No, I won't be on again. So Friday night, cocktails and cards. I will see you on Friday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Cocktails and cards. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.